Ah, yes, the Royal Rumble. It's everyone's favourite time of year again, isn't it? Royal Rumble, Road to WrestleMania, all that jazz. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark P, and welcome to this, you can tell by the title, another episode of 10 years ago. And tonight, obviously, we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble 2003. And I know that there's quite a few of you who are looking forward to this one because it's the Triple H vs Steiner match, isn't it? Oh yes, I'm a nice guy. I'm going to go through that one as everything that happened in that match. I'm going to talk about. We need to talk about some things that happened previous to this show. For example, on the January the 9th SmackDown, Dawn Marie shagged Al Wilson to death. Hey, that's going to make me want to buy a pay-per-view or tune into SmackDown next week, is it not? No, it's not, no. On the December the 16th Raw, JR and the King have been bad-mouthing Lance Storm and William Regal. On the 23rd of December Raw, Eric Bischoff forced them to face off JR and the King versus Lance Storm and William Regal. Dudley Boyz interfered on behalf of the commentators. As punishment, the Dudley Boyz had to face 3-minute warning Rico and Batista in a handicap match. Lance Storm and William Regal then beat Booker T and Goldust to win the tag team titles on January the 6th. Which begs the question from me, what the fuck was the point? They did a 5-month or a 4-month chase of these tag team championships and held them for about 2 weeks before they lost them. What was the point? And finally, before we get on with the show, the other bit of newsworthy stuff was on the January 13th episode of Raw. Sorry, my Facebook chat, once again, didn't turn it off. Vince McMahon appeared for the first time in ages and told Eric Bischoff that he wasn't happy with Raw. Now, there's nothing like the boss of the company coming out and saying to its audience, I'm not happy with this product. Then, that just makes me, as the audience member, feel like, well, I'm an idiot for watching Raw, isn't it? If you think that Raw is rubbish, what do I think? Anyway, Eric Bischoff basically said there was no one who could do a better job than him at running Raw. And then Shane McMahon came out. Eric got the picture. So he's got 30 days to turn it around. 30 days, which runs out at No Way Out. Anyway, I think it is, anyway. Or is it just on Raw? I don't know. I think it's on Raw. No, it is on Raw, isn't it? I didn't care. Bear with me a second. What's the weather like where you are? Very, very cold and snowy and shit. So I'm just checking on the weather because it's snowy. Anyway, let's go with this one. So, Royal Rumble 2003. Opening contest is Brock Lesnar defeating the Big Show in an okay match. The winner gets entered into the Rumble match. You've got a feel for Big Show, haven't you? Last month he was the champion. Now he's in the opening contest. Unlucky show. So his hat to go on first, though. The winner gets the shot in the Royal Rumble. It's not that they can put it on before the Royal Rumble, and then, if they put it on the match before the Rumble, and whoever wins it, do they have to go and draw their number, for example, or do they both know? I mean, Brock Lesnar came out at number 29 in the Rumble, didn't he? Yeah. So do you reckon he knew that it was going to be number 29, or do you reckon Big Show knew? All right, I'm talking crap. Anyway, the point is that match is not too bad. It's, in my opinion, it's better than the Survivor Series match. I gave that match a 1.5 stars. This one I gave 2 stars to. Suplexes on Big Show are as impressive as ever. Lesnar counters a chokeslam, hits another suplex. He tries to F5 Heyman. That means that Show can hit a chokeslam. That gets 2. Goes to shoot for another chokeslam. That gets counted into the F5, which not only gets the win, but gets a fucking massive pop as well. Nothing offensive, marginally better than the Survivor Series match. And then we've got the Dudley Boyz. Oh god, you've got the Dudley Boyz defeating the William Regal and Lance Storm to win the tag team titles in an okay match. One side of this match is a very stale tag team, aka the Dudley Boyz. I'm going to say that a lot this year. I can feel it on these reviews. 10 years ago, in 2003, Dudley Boyz, stale as you can get. What was the point in reforming the... I understand what the point was, that they tried to do things on their own and failed miserably. And it's only nowadays that you can see that both of them, one more than the other in Buyrate, had the potential to be actually really quite good. But anyway, the other team is one that I don't give a shit about, and that's Lance Storm and William Regal. Haha, not high hopes for this one. Demon plays Face in Peril, hot tag to Bubba, who gets a 1/4 star for this match for shouting, "Die you bloody wanker," as he charges across the ring. Now, you don't say wanker in America, do you? So that's an interesting one. Maybe he was just saying that, to try and make William Regal laugh, I don't know. Dudley Cole until Chief Morley comes out protest against the Dudley Boyz. I'm not sure why. Regal gets the knucks, but walks into a 3D, and then, and this is a really strange moment, yeah, they've hit the 3D, and Devon still chooses to get the brass knucks and hit William Regal with them. Hit Lance Storm with them. As if the 3D isn't enough, they use the brass knucks as well to win the championships. 2 championships in championship changes for the tag titles in the space of a month. Fucking stupid. It's a 1.5-star match because I'm a very nice guy. But then this whole show falls apart. Trust me on this one. As Torrie Wilson defeats Dawn Marie in a fucking atrocious match, a straight dud of a match. Oh Lord, they showed the whole build-up to this one. You know the build-up, that's been going on for months. Dawn Marie wants a bit of Al, wants to marry Al. Torrie doesn't like this. The build-up for this match takes longer than the match, I swear. It may not do, I didn't count, but it feels like it. Torrie wins with the swinging neckbreaker, whoop-de-doo. And then, and this is the moment I know that you've all been waiting for. So what we're going to do, is I'm going to do a little bit of a compromise. I'm going to talk about this one a lot, and I'm not going to talk about Angle versus Benoit very much. You'll see why in a second. Just bear with me a second. I'm sorry. I've got to keep doing this. Don't want my car to freeze really badly. So, I'm a nice guy, so let's go on through this one. You can suffer with me this one. So, the build to this one is very, very clever. As Triple H and Steiner don't actually fight, they have confrontations, but they don't actually fight. So they have a arm wrestling contest, for example, and then they have a pose-off. You know, which, well, I'm going to be honest with you, I watched it just the other day just to see it, and Triple H wins all of it. The pose-off. All of it. All of it. All of it. The point is, though, is that Steiner won the arm wrestling competition easily, and apparently he won the pose-off. So, what it did is, it made you think that Steiner could hang with Triple H. For those of you who have never seen, because I reckon a lot of this audience would have never seen Scott Steiner wrestle before as Big Papa Pump. You know, there's a lot of young fans in the audience that were drawn in for that Attitude Era, for example, who like me, may have not seen WCW at the height of its powers, who remember Scott Steiner from back in the day. In fact, so far back in the day, I've got a Scott Steiner figure. Look, there he is. From back in the day. Yeah, you remember him like that, but you don't remember him as a genetic freak or anything like that. So, Triple H comes out first, which is strange. Anyway, so I lost my train of thought there. The point is, it made you think they could hang with Triple H. That's the point I'm trying to make, okay? Let's have some chocolate. Dear God, that's hot. But it's good, because it's cold. Triple H comes out first, wearing these weird red tights. Then Steiner comes out, and Earl Hebner, who's the referee, says he won't take any crap from you, or you. Steiner, Triple H, and Flair. Oh, hey, you're not going to take any crap. So, are you ready for this? Really, though, are you? Steiner slugs away to start, and then he slugs away some more, and then he does some chops, and then he hits a press slam where he looks so knackered he almost drops Triple H. Oh, yes, they go outside. Steiner slugs away because he's got an amazing moveset, this man. He gently pushes Triple H into the ring post, which is lovely. He looks absolutely fucked. I must point this out. He looks knackered. He looks absolutely blown up as a man could be. They get back in the ring, and he suplexes him. That's one, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder, if you'd like to count along with me, how many suplexes do you reckon we're going to see in this match? Boston Crab for Triple H, as Steiner uses some sound psychology. It is, because he's working the back. He pushed him into the ring post, did the suplex. Bit of psychology, can't front it. Facebuster is noticed by Steiner, who applies a bear hug, you see, and then hits a belly-to-belly suplex for 2. That's 2. He goes for the recliner, but Flair pulls Triple H out. Triple H takes control, but Flair helps out when the ref back is turned up on the apron. Pedigree's counted into a slingshot, which basically, well, Steiner falls backwards yet, and Triple H has to jump up himself. There's no actual slingshot motion from Steiner. Triple H does all the work on that move, which is nice. And now I've lost my thing. Oh, it's followed by a belly-to-belly suplex, making it 3 already. JR, oh, I love you, Jim Ross, I really do, but he calls it a modified slam. That was almost a suplex. Nope, just was a suplex. Can't get around that one. They do an awful looking tombstone reversal sequence that once again Triple H has to do all the work on. Then they do a swinging neck breaker, which, well, I'm going to be honest, it looks like more like a diamond cutter than a neck breaker. It's awful. Just from both men, this is a truly horrendous looking thing. Steiner seems to prove the point that he only has suplexes, chops, and punches in his arsenal by hitting two belly to belly suplexes, yeah, and then so that's 5, and then an overhead belly to belly suplex, yeah, that's 6, and then a spinning belly to belly suplex to make it 7. I love suplexes. I am a suplex mark. Ask DDL for goodness sake, but for God's sake. 7 already, and the match isn't halfway done yet. Oh, no, it isn't. He's got nothing in his tank, and he looks so blown up. Oh, I can't stress this, but I'm going to keep saying this. He looks so tired. So tired. He follows all those suplexes with a truly woeful looking Tiger Bomb, where he does the move, gets the move about halfway up, and then falls over. So it just looks terrible. The crowd are starting to turn on Steiner, and he now goes upstairs, and hits a superplex. That's 8 suplexes. Oh yes, that's enough suplexes. Flair gets the belt, and he and Triple H try to leave. And I think to myself, yeah, I wouldn't actually mind. Please leave, because then we can have a count out, and we can all go home. No, the audience wouldn't mind in the slightest either, I reckon. And then this baffles me. Truly baffles me. Steiner follows. Triple H tries to hit Steiner with the belt. Yeah, so whack. Right, with the plate of the belt, right, whack. Steiner stops him and pushes the belt back into Triple H's face. Now, someone out there, please, in the comments section, explain to me how that shot busts him open. Let me show you something, right? Well, seeing as this is a copy of the actual belt they're using, right? Here's the thing. I'm Triple H, right? Imagine you're Scott Steiner. I know. Horrible, I know. Right, so here's me, whack you with the belt. You stop me, and you push the belt. Now, but what you've got to imagine, the important thing here, right, is that it's got the straps, obviously, and the straps are folded round. So there's just the leather here. The leather into my face. How does that bust me open? Someone explain that to me. Leather on skin would not bust you open. I'm pretty certain of this. I don't understand how that happened. One bit. But he's bust open. We go back to the ring, and guess what happens? Go on, have a guess. Another suplex. That's right. That's number 9. And JR says he's never seen so many suplexes, and I'm in agreement with that, I reckon. Triple H tries to bail into the crowd, which Steiner again has none of, so we go back inside where Steiner slugs away, which is making me think that this is the greatest match I've ever seen. Slugs, punches, chops, suplexes, punch, chop, suplex. You can go and see Steiner at PCW if you want, in April, I think it is. If you want to see some suplexes, you won't see much else. Anyway, Flair tries to stop the ref. He tries to get the ref to stop the match because of the blood. That doesn't work. So Triple H attacks the ref. But remember, Earl won't take no crap from you, and you. So he keeps it going. So what do we get? We get another suplex. That's 10 suplexes. Damn it. DDL would be proud. That suplex gets 2. Triple H goes low, which gets a pop from the crowd for a heel. And then, which gets a pop, rolls him up for 2. Triple H gets a sledgehammer, uses it, and that right there is what gets us our disqualification. And weirdly, it gets a boo from the crowd. The only reason I can think of is that all the crowd hoped that Triple H would just win clean so we never have to see his match. Scott Steiner gets the hammer, uses it, gets booed to sort of really prove what I've just said was correct, and then uses what is, in my opinion, one of the worst submission moves that there is ever, the Steiner Recliner. Why is it bad? We'll think about this, yeah? What he's doing, I might have said this on the 2000 WCW episodes, but hey, we might have some new viewers here. But think about it. He's on his back. Triple H is on his back, yeah? And Steiner puts his hands under the head like this. This is meant to hurt. No. You know what's even better is that Steiner just does that. Now I'm sure you remember, if you've seen the Steiner Recliner, he puts the arms on the person's shoulder, on the knees first. Yeah, Steiner forgets. So Triple H, because he's a nice guy and wants probably for the if they're taking any photos of this, helpfully puts his arms in position. Scott Steiner is the worst wrestler I've seen in a long time in this match. He's so very poor. The suplexes he does are nice, but he's so blown up, so tight, and he botches so much stuff. It's unbelievable. And do you know what? I think only about 10% of the blame is on Triple H for how bad this match is. Because he was clearly trying. He clearly wanted to get something good out of this match. Do you know what's even worse? Is that we're going to get a rematch a month later. We're going to get another one at No Way Out. Another match between these two. And God knows I don't want to see it. What should we give it though? Well, it can't be a dud, because the women's match was a dud and that was boring. This was really boring, really overbearing, really overbooked. Featured stuff that didn't need to, like blood. So we're going to go, for the first time in a long time, ladies and gents, I can't remember the last time we gave one out. I'm going to go into the minus realm. I'm going to give this one -2 stars. It's awful. And then, to have a complete contrast, Kurt Angle defeating Chris Benoit to retain the WWE Championship in one of my all-time favourite matches. Now, I could talk about this one all night, couldn't I? Let's just talk about a bit of how we got there first. First SmackDown after Armageddon, Kurt Angle announced he had a new manager, and his name was Paul Heyman. Oh yes, Lesnar attacked Angle. He hit him with an F5 into the ring post. That's so that Angle could go on off and have some knee surgery. In the meantime, we got introduced to Angle's new charges. They were Team Angle. Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, happy days, love the gimmick. Absolutely brilliant. Benoit had beaten Big Show in a number one contender match earlier on in January. Despite, remember what I said last time at Armageddon? I thought his match with Eddie Guerrero was a number one contender match, but it clearly wasn't. So they were probably shitting themselves having to go on after Steiner and Triple H, when they were probably like, oh my God, how do we follow that? But there. This is how it is for this match. It's going to be like this, and this may seem like a cop-out, because I know there's a lot of people, I've read your comments, trust me, saying, I can't wait to hear what you say about Angle versus Benoit. And here it goes. This is, yeah, like I say, may sound like a cop-out, trust me on this one. If you've seen this match, you know how good it is. You don't need me to sit here and tell you how good it is. But there are people watching this video right now, and I know there are, who have never seen this match, yeah? In the description below is a link. Go watch it. It's that simple. If you've seen it, you know how good it is. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. For the love of God, go and watch it. It is that simple. What I'll say is, here's two guys who go out and wrestle. And they don't use any shortcuts, and they don't use any blood, and they don't use any tomfoolery. They don't even use any shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. They just go out and put on a wrestling masterpiece that not only gets, not only is a straight 5-star match, yeah, Chris Benoit, who is the loser in this match, gets a standing ovation from the crowd after the match is finished. That's how good it is. Seriously, I don't think I could tell you every move that happens. I could tell you all about the psychology. I really don't feel that they are necessary. Watch it, come back and tell me, is what I would do. Standing ovation for the loser. That's amazing. Anyway, let's go through the other reason why I didn't want to talk about that one too much is because the Rumble match will take a while to go through, won't it? We've just gone through the Triple H Steiner match. That took a while, didn't it? Because I wanted you to suffer with me. Yes, so I'm going down. Snow had stopped. Right. So, first of all, I need to point out, before we go on with the Rumble match, is that they had built up Undertaker that he was coming back, because he hasn't been seen since, when was it? After Hell in a Cell. The SmackDown after Hell in a Cell where Big Slow chucked him off the stage. Right? He had been built up. That he was coming back as old school Taker. That was just a given. Alright? This was a fact. He is coming back as old school Taker. Alright? So he best come out as old school Taker. I'll be very, very annoyed. I'll even be cross if he comes out as the American Badass. So, Shawn Michaels is number 1. Mr. McMahon had decreed that. Jericho wanted to be number 1 because people who are number 1 seem to win it quite a bit, don't they? So Jericho won a match versus various heads. I could have sworn I wrote down who was in it, but I haven't. So Jericho won a match. He got to choose what number he was in the Rumble. He chose number 2. So, off we go. Michaels is number 1. Jericho is number 2. Obviously, like I've just said. But wait! It's not Jericho! No, it's not. When he turns around after doing the pose, when he turns around, it's actually Christian. which, you know, and Shawn Michaels is sat pointing, what the fuck, what about it? It's sort of like, come on, it's the dude, he's going to be behind you, isn't he? Sure enough, Chris Jericho jumps in the ring, beats him up, hits him with a chair, busts him open, and quickly eliminates him. Nice, no, it doesn't eliminate him quickly, I should say, because Christian Winksy is number 3. He comes out, but he's happy for Jericho to just keep beating on Shawn Michaels, to be honest, and then he eliminate. Then, oh god, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Jericho easily eliminates Michaels, right? Rey Mysterio is number 4. He gets a bit of offense in before getting double teamed. When Jericho starts to take control, then Nowinski gets involved. Edge is number 5. Spear for the Chris's, because it's Jericho and Nowinski, obviously. And the faces launch Jericho through the ropes like the geniuses that they are. So Jericho's allowed a breather on the outside because he's gone through the ropes. Edge and Rey decide that they want to wrestle. They wrestle for a bit. Edge goes over the top. Only 1-4 hits the floor. Christian is number 6. He tells Edge that they should team up, but then eats a spear for his troubles, which is funny. Nowinski tries to eliminate Edge and Rey. His celebration when he thinks he's got them out is brilliant, but he doesn't eliminate them, and he gets double teamed. Chavo Guerrero is number 7. He gets a spinebuster on Rey, but then he and Christian gets 6-1-9. Rey eliminates Nowinski, who I have to say has been fucking brilliant in this match. Until this point, Nowinski was fantastic. I've neve rated him. I'd almost forgotten him completely. But watching this, it was like, oh, he was actually pretty good, wasn't he? He was clever. You know, you come out, you've got two people beating each other up, you just sit and go, off you go. Off you go then. And then when the heel gets control, you go, right, now's the time to get in the ring. That's clever, people. That's good shit. And his celebration, when he tried to launch both Edge and Rey out at the same time. They both hung on. The way he turned to the camera and celebrated, brilliant, priceless. Anyway, Jericho quickly gets rid of Rey. Tajiri's number 8. Guess what he does? Anyone? Any guesses? Any guesses at class, right? Kicks, well said, whoever said that at the back. And a gory special on Chavo, which is nice. Benoit is number 9. Nothing that happens until Tammy Dreamer comes out at number 10 with a kendo stick. He's also at PCW if you want to go and see him, which he uses with reckless abandon, bust Jericho open hardware, yeah, and it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. He gets a welt on his head the size of a freaking golf ball that's pissing blood. Very nasty. Edge canes Demott out, which is funny, while Christian and Jericho hit a con bin lid toe. It's like a concerto, but with bin lids, so it's a con bin lid toe. Is that right? Maybe. Thing on Dreamer, who then eliminate Dreamer, double hamstring elbow by Tajiri, who then, and this is brilliant, this is one of those, oh, you're so stupid, but from the heel it's the, oh, well, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Tajiri puts his tarantula on, yeah, so Jericho comes out, so pushes him out. Clever. That's actually brilliant. Again, it's, oh, why have I never noticed things like this before? Oh, Jesus Christ. Bull Buchanan is number 11. He's just split up with John Cena. So he's not B squared. He's just straight up Bull Buchanan. And you can probably imagine how much the crowd care. Yeah, that much. Oh, yes, it's true. It's okay, though, fans. It's all right, because he was eliminated in short order by Edge. Edge eliminates Chavo, then goes at it with Christian on the ropes. So Jericho calmly, oh, this is another one that's so clever. It's so clever but so stupid. They're both out there brawling on the ropes, like, trying to push each other out. Jericho calmly walks up behind him and goes, oh, you get both of you. All by myself, sort of thing. Like, by goodness me. RVD is number 12. He goes out with Jericho, hitting a rolling thunder and almost eliminating him, but again, Jericho hangs on. Matt Hardy is number 13. Remember the Matt facts? Do you remember those? Matt's fact for here is that, I'm going to tell you about these every time, by the way, I guarantee it. He strongly dislikes mustard is the Matt fact we get here, which is lovely. He gets a side effect on RVD, who gets double teamed by the heels until Jericho misses a lion salt, enabling RVD to hit a 5-star frog splash on him. Eddie Guerrero is number 14. He and Matt double team Rob Van Dam until Matt hits him with a twist of fate. I mean, Eddie, not Jericho. I mean RVD. Truce, wait, bang, every man for himself, okay, sort of thing. Jeff Hardy is number 15. Matt wants a truce. We get a couple of great moments, and genuine. I say when I say this, I'm not a massive Matt Hardy, well, it works. Not a massive Matt Hardy fan, as you know. But these two moments here are fucking superb. First one, Matt Hardy gets launched over the top. He manages to hang onto the top rope, yeah? So Shannon Moore basically kneels on the floor so that if Matt was to fall off, he would land on Shannon. That was brilliant. That's really, really clever. Then, Matt gets knocked down. Jeff, from a twist of fate, from a Jeff twist of fate, he goes up top to the swanton bomb, and Shannon comes out, gets in the ring like, no, don't do it. And Jeff starts, move out of the fucking way. So Shannon lies on top of Matt and says, listen, if you're going to do your swanton bomb, do it on me instead. Fantastic. That is, superb stuff from his Mattitude follower, wasn't it? MF. Really like that. Anyway, Rosie's 16, nothing of note happens until Tess comes out at 17, and again, nothing of note happens until John Cena comes out at 18. And seriously, if you're watching this right now and you're a John Cena fan, I encourage you to go and watch this match for this little moment, right? Because he spends a whole 2 minutes between him and, who is it who's next? It's Charlie Haas, right? Spitting a rap, and trust me on this, it is woefully bad. It's so poor. I could do better, and I can't rhyme, okay? That's a fact. I could do better. Charlie Haas is number 19. Jeff Hardy, oh my God, why do these idiots do this? Goes to the top rope. RVD comes on and goes, me, pushes him out. Calm as you like. Easy. Never understood why everyone goes to the top rope. Rikishi is number 20. Super kicks fall round. Jamal is number 21, and he super kicks Rikishi, who naturally no-sells it, comes back with one of his own, and the stink face. Kane is 22. He eliminates Jamal. And then double chokeslams Matt and Shannon. He tries to eliminate Jericho, but again, Jericho hangs on. He's just not going to... Is Jericho going to win this, Jack? And every time he's gone over the top rope, he's hung on. It's been brilliant so far. Shelton Benjamin is number 23. Booker T is 24. He hits a Spinaroonie, then dumps Eddie Guerrero. Quite nasty as well. Eddie lands right on his knee. It's like, ooh. When I say he gets floored, you get a bit of back body drops over the top, yeah? Comes down right on his knee. It's a nasty looking bump as well. A-Train is 25. He hits a nice backbreaker on Charlie Haas. Shawn Michaels comes out, goes at it with Jericho, and that means that Test can eliminate Jericho. And then Shawn Michaels hits like a springboard crossbody onto Jericho on the outside, and they brawl a lot, which is good. Starting the story, it's all good. You know where that one's going. Maven is 26. Goldust is 27. You can see him at PCW as well if you like in the summer. He's eliminated by Team Angle very quickly. They eliminate Booker T as well. Oh my God, right. You know the way I write my notes on a computer now instead of writing them down? Check this. This is exactly what it says. Maven is 26, Goldust is 27. He's eliminated by Team Angle, who then eliminate Booker T as well. Booker T is 28. Now, it's a good thing I remember who it is, isn't it? It's actually Batista, and I'm such a fucking moron that I've written Booker T. Batista is 28. He eliminates Test and Rikishi. Lesnar is 29. He eliminates both members of Team Angle at once. And then, this is nice, gets Matt Hardy, stands next to the ropes and does an F5 on Matt Hardy. So that he goes spinning over the top rope and onto Team Angle. That was cool. And then, you ready for this one? We know who number 30 is going to be. We know it's The Undertaker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're respecting the gong. And it's the... Dead man, you've done it now. Gonna make a big mistake. And you're like, oh, really? Another year of fucking Undertaker. He eliminates Cena immediately. He eliminates Jamal later, a moment later. Maven, who's still in the ring, are you ready for this one? Tries, we said it last year. A whole year later, he tries the big deep breath. Undertaker eliminating Dropkick of Doom! But this year, oh no, Taker's wiser than that. He just stops, turns around, chokeslams him, eliminates him. Silly Maven. Back down to the mid-card you go, sort of thing, Bulldo bomb for Taker though, chokeslam for Lesnar by Kane, RVD and Kane dump A-Train, and this is brilliant. Kane says, right, I'll pick you up and I'll drop you onto Batista. So, and RVD's like, yeah, let's do it. So Kane picks him up and tosses him out the ring. Fucking brilliant. I love that. I loved it. I loved that a lot. So our final four are Kane, Taker, Lesnar and Batista. Belly to belly for Batista and an F5 for Kane by Lesnar. Taker hits a tombstone on Lesnar, then eliminates Batista. Tries to form an alliance with Kane, and Kane's like, yeah, come on, we'll get him. So Taker just goes, oh, fuck this, and launches Kane out as well. Fantastic. So we've got a time or two, but it doesn't last very long as Brock tosses Undertaker out, not off, that's what I was going to say, tosses him out, And we have our winner, Brock Lesnar. Taker gets back in the ring, says, you know, if you win that belt, I get first shot, which as far as I know didn't happen, but you know, that's all good. So I gave the Royal Rumble match 3 stars. It had some duff points, Bill Buchanan and people like that, but it had enough entertaining moments for me to enjoy it. So what we'll say about this whole show, ladies and gentlemen, is if I were you, I'd avoid it at all costs. 3.5 out of 10. One good match does not make a good show, does it not? As we've said before, if you want to see a show that's got a dud on it and it's got a -2 stars match on it, yeah, go watch this one. Watch Angle versus Benoit. It's down there. Go look. Watch it now, right? You'll enjoy it. I guarantee it, right? But watch the Rumble match to say you have. If you're a collector, I don't know. If you want to say, oh yeah, I've seen all the Rumbles, yeah? Go and watch the Rumble match. But seriously, this show is one very much so to avoid. Not kicking off the new year very well. Raw X was terrible, and this is a below average show, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, did you watch the Royal Rumble 2003? If so, what did you think of it? If you've gone back and watched Angle versus Benoit and are coming back now, let me know down here what you thought of it. If you've never seen it for the first time especially, I'd love to know what you think of that match. I've been Mark P. Of course, next time out on 10 years ago, No Way Out 2003, and that's the return of Austin. Oh yes, and Rock versus Hogan. Woo fucking who. Can't wait for that one, can we? Oh no. I'm Mark P. Hit that subscribe button, hit a comment down there, hit the like button, and I will see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.